SchoolFusion has a web page tool that allows you to add and edit your own web pages within your SchoolFusion classroom page. I've taken you to the NPS Educational Technology page to first show you what a web page looks like. If you scroll down on the NPS Educational Technology page and look for the on-demand training section, all of the pages in this section are examples of web pages. So if we look at the Kid Blog tutorial, you will see that my web page contains text, I've embedded a video, and I've also incorporated screenshot or pictures into this web page. So creating a web page will give you a little bit more flexibility. You can add some more content to the page and make it look like what you want. So I'm going to switch now to my classroom teacher page, and the first thing that you need to do is take a look at the tools that you already have on your page. You're looking for web pages, and I don't see them here. So if you don't have that tool on your page, then you want to go to Add Fusion Tool and select Web Pages. The web page tool will then be added to your Fusion page, and you'll notice that this is called Web Pages. Well, back here on the EdTech page, I called mine On-Demand Training. And so what you need to know is that you can actually change that title. If you don't want it to be called Web Pages, you don't have to call it Web Pages. That's what this pencil is for. So if you click the pencil next to Edit Title or next to Web Pages, you will be able to put in your own title, and you can call it whatever you want to call it. The other thing that we'll look at here in the web page tool is we have two options. We can create a category. Categories are like folders on your computer to organize your files. So if you were going to have multiple web pages and you wanted to organize them into categories, you could do that. For example, on the EdTech page, I have a category called Everything Google, and all of my tutorials related to Google are in that category. Or you can just add a web page. If you want to create categories, you can do that now, or you can do it later. Let's go ahead and start by adding a web page. SchoolFusion gives you a very basic web page editor to work with. The first thing that you want to do is give the web page a title. This would be the link that people would click on to come to this web page. Again, here's your category listing. You can choose a category now, or you can choose a category later. This box here is where you're going to type in your web page. This is where you're going to format your web page. And you should see the tools above that. A lot of these tools look should look familiar to you. Cut, copy, and paste is there. Your undo and your redo, your spell check. You can bold, italicize, underline. Here's your bulleted lists. So a lot of these tools should be very familiar to you. If you aren't sure about the layout of your web page, SchoolFusion does have some templates that you can use to get started. The template selection tool is this button right here. It's got a little T in the upper left-hand corner. If you click that, it's going to bring up the different content templates. So this would give you a starting point for how to arrange the information on the page. And you can see that you can choose one that has an image and a title, text and a table. Maybe you want a couple of different columns, a large one and a smaller one, or maybe you want two columns with a header. Now before you make any choices here, you need to take a look at this box right here where it says Replace Actual Contents. If you already have information on this page and you come to the Content Template area and select a template, if this box is checked, that means whichever template you choose will replace anything that you already have on this page. So if you have content on this page that you would like to keep, be sure that you uncheck that box before you pick a template. Since I don't have anything there, it doesn't really matter if I have that box checked or unchecked. I'm going to choose this first one, 2-column with a header. And you can see now that it has added that template for me to work with. All of the text in here can be changed and customized. You can see that I have a header area that goes across my 2 columns, and I have 2 columns that I can put information, and I even have places to put pictures in. The columns themselves, the outlines of the columns cannot be edited. You cannot change those. You can delete the entire column by selecting it and hitting the delete key on your keyboard, which is a good time for me to point out the undo button, which is right here. You also have, in this particular template, there are some dividers in between the sections. Those can be deleted as well. So you can customize this and make it look however you want. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add text and add pictures to your template.